Imagine a world where your smartphone isn't just a device, but an extension of you. What could the smartphone look like in 2030? In the palm of our hands, we hold devices more powerful than the computers that sent the first man to the moon. Smartphones have become a vital part of our daily lives, connecting us to the world, capturing our memories, entertaining us, and much more. But what if I told you that this is just the beginning? The year is 2024. The smartphone in your pocket is already a marvel of modern engineering, but it's about to get a whole lot better. Over the next few years, we're set to witness a revolution, a transformation that will redefine our understanding of what a smartphone can be. We're talking about a world where your device isn't just smart, it's intuitive, understanding your needs even before you do. Imagine a smartphone that's no longer bound by screens, where augmented reality is the norm, and the entire world becomes your interface. Picture a device that's not just a tool, but a companion, an extension of you. A device that learns and evolves with you, understanding your habits, your preferences, your daily routine, and tailoring its services to fit you perfectly. Think about a world where your smartphone isn't just a communication device, but a key to a whole new digital world, unlocking experiences we've only dreamed of. Consider a future where your smartphone is no longer a drain on the planet, but a champion of sustainability, made from eco-friendly materials and running on renewable energy. This is not some distant science fiction fantasy. This is the world of 2030, a world where smartphones have evolved beyond our wildest dreams. In the next few minutes, embark on a journey through time as we explore the evolution of smartphones and what the future holds. To predict the future, we must first understand the past. So, where did it all begin? Our story takes us back to the late 1980s, when cell phones were just that, phones. They were bulky, expensive, and their only purpose was to make calls. But in 1992, everything changed with the launch of IBM Simon, the first device that could truly be called a smartphone. It combined a cell phone with features like a calendar, calculator, and even a touchscreen. Fast forward to 2007, a year etched in the annals of smartphone history. Apple's Steve Jobs unveiled the first iPhone, a revolutionary product that combined a phone, an iPod, and an internet communication device into one sleek package. Its multi-touch interface and user-friendly design set new standards in the mobile industry. Soon after, in 2008, another milestone was reached with the advent of Android, Google's open-source operating system. It opened the floodgates for a plethora of devices from various manufacturers, each offering their unique take on the smartphone experience. This was the start of the smartphone boom, as we know it today. In between, we witnessed several key innovations. The introduction of app stores transformed smartphones into versatile tools, capable of everything from gaming to banking. High-resolution cameras turned us all into amateur photographers, while GPS navigation put an end to getting lost. And let's not forget the impact of social media, all made possible by the smartphone revolution. We also saw the rise of large touchscreen displays, shrinking bezels, and the disappearance of physical keyboards. Biometric security features like fingerprint scanners and facial recognition became the norm. And who could forget the ongoing battle for battery life supremacy? From humble beginnings, smartphones have come a long way, but this is only the start of our journey. Indeed, the dawn of smartphones was just the opening act of a technological symphony that continues to play, each note more exciting and innovative than the last. So buckle up and join us as we delve deeper into the evolution of these incredible devices. The 2010s were a decade of rapid growth and innovation in the smartphone industry. Let's take a walk down memory lane. Picture this. The year is 2010 and the smartphone industry is starting to gain momentum. Companies are in a race to innovate and capture the growing market. This decade brought us advancements that transformed the way we communicate, work, and play. One of the major game changers was the rise of app stores. In the early years of the decade, app stores were just budding platforms with a limited number of apps. But oh, how they grew. By the mid-2010s, app stores became a bustling marketplace, offering millions of apps that catered to virtually every need and want imaginable. From gaming and productivity tools to social networking and lifestyle apps, The app stores had it all, turning smartphones into multi-purpose tools. The introduction of 4G was another significant leap. With faster and more reliable internet connectivity, smartphones became more than just a device for calls and texts. It brought about a paradigm shift in the way we consume content. Streaming videos, playing online games, and browsing the web on the go became the norm, marking the end of the era of dumb phones and heralding the age of smart devices. But it wasn't just about what was inside the smartphone. The evolution of smartphone design played a crucial role too. Gone were the days of chunky plastic bodies and physical keyboards. The 2010s saw the rise of sleek, glass-bodied devices with large, vibrant touchscreens. Smartphones became thinner, lighter, and more aesthetically pleasing, with manufacturers pushing the boundaries of design with each new release. The smartphone boom laid the foundation for the future. But what came next? As we step into the next decade, we see that the advancements of the 2010s were not just a passing phase. They were the stepping stones that paved the way for the future of smartphones, a future that is already here. But that's a story for another scene. Fast forward to 2024, and smartphones are more than just communication devices. It's like holding the future in the palm of your hand, with the entire world at your fingertips. As we gaze into the glowing screens of these pocket-sized powerhouses, we find ourselves marveling at how far they've come. Think about it. Just a few years ago, a 5G network was a far-off dream, a glint in the eye of tech enthusiasts. Now it's reality. 5G has revolutionized our connectivity, offering lightning-fast internet speeds that make downloading a movie or streaming a live event as easy as sending a text message. And let's not forget the rise of artificial intelligence, or AI. These days, our smartphones are smart indeed, with AI integration becoming the norm. From voice assistants that can schedule appointments, to apps that can predict your next move, our phones are learning more about us every day. They're not just tools, they're companions, helping us navigate our digital lives with ease. Then there's the design. Remember when a flat, rectangular slab was the epitome of cool? Well, those days are gone. The latest trend is foldable screens, offering a blend of the traditional phone and tablet experience. You can now carry a mini cinema, a portable office, even a digital art studio, all tucked away in your pocket. And it's not just about the hardware. The software is evolving too. With each update, our phones become more intuitive, more personal. They're learning to adapt to us, not the other way around. But the most fascinating part? This is just the beginning. As impressive as our current smartphones are, they're simply a stepping stone to what's yet to come. With every passing year, they become more integrated into our lives, shaping the way we work, play, and connect with the world around us. The present is exciting, but what about the future? What could smartphones look like in 2030? The year is 2030. Your smartphone is not just a device, but an extension of you. Imagine, if you will, a world where smartphones have transcended the boundaries of being mere communication devices. They've morphed into personal assistants, health monitors, virtual reality portals, and so much more. The future of smartphones is a fascinating panorama of possibilities that is just around the corner. Picture this: you're walking down the street and your phone buzzes. You don't pull it out of your pocket. Instead, you simply glance at the holographic display that has popped up in front of you. It's a message from a friend, floating in the air, as if it were part of the very fabric of the world you inhabit. This isn't science fiction. It's the very real potential of holographic technology that could make screens a thing of the past. Next, consider the role of artificial intelligence in the evolution of smartphones. AI has already begun to weave its way into our lives, making our devices smarter, more intuitive. But in the future, we could see an even more seamless integration. Your smartphone might anticipate your needs, offer suggestions, or even automate tasks, all based on your habits and preferences. And let's not forget about security. As our smartphones become increasingly intertwined with our lives, protecting our personal information becomes paramount. Future smartphones could use advanced biometric security, like retinal scanning or heart rate recognition, to ensure that your information is safe and accessible only to you. But with these advancements, we must ask ourselves, how will these changes impact our everyday lives? Will the line between human and technology blur even further? Will our dependence on these devices grow, or will they simply become tools that enhance our lives, making everyday tasks easier and more efficient? The future of smartphones is full of possibilities, but how will these changes impact everyday life? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: the world of smartphones is on the brink of a revolution, and we are all along for the ride. As smartphones continue to evolve, so too does the way we live our lives. These pocket-sized powerhouses have already transformed our world in ways unimaginable just a few decades ago. And as we gaze into the future, the changes promise to be even more profound. Imagine a world where communication is not just about text and voice, but about immersive experiences. Future smartphones could make virtual reality and augmented reality mainstream, allowing us to share experiences, not just messages. You could tour an art gallery in Paris while sitting in your living room in New York, or experience a live concert with friends from around the world, all through your smartphone. But it's not just about leisure. The way we work is also set to change drastically. The office of the future may very well be wherever you are. With advancements in holographic technology, your smartphone could project a full-sized keyboard or a meeting room onto any surface. Imagine troubleshooting a machine on the other side of the world with a virtual overlay guiding your actions, or collaborating with colleagues in different time zones as if you're in the same room. Entertainment too will see a revolution. Future smartphones may offer a personalized entertainment experience like no other. You could be the hero of your own interactive movie, or play video games with lifelike graphics and real-time physical feedback. The potential for healthcare is also immense. Smartphones could monitor your health in real time, detect potential issues early, and even guide you through a workout or meditation session. The possibilities are exciting, and the changes will be far-reaching. But like any technological evolution, this won't come without its challenges. As we become more dependent on these devices, issues around privacy, security, and digital well-being will become even more important. Smartphones in 2030 promise to revolutionize our lives. But are there any challenges on the horizon? With great power comes great responsibility. What challenges could the future of smartphones hold? As we look to the horizon, we see a world where smartphones are not just devices, but extensions of ourselves. But as our reliance on these devices grows, so do the challenges we must face. One of the most pressing issues we must grapple with is privacy. With smartphones becoming more integrated into our lives, they'll hold an unimaginable amount of personal information. From our financial data to our health records, everything could be a tap away. But in the wrong hands, this information could be used maliciously. We must ask ourselves, how do we ensure the security and privacy of this data? How do we prevent it from being misused? Then there's the issue of digital addiction. We've all seen it. People engrossed in their screens, oblivious to the world around them. As smartphones become more powerful and engaging, the risk of becoming too attached to our virtual worlds increases. How do we balance the benefits of these devices with the need for real human interaction and engagement? And let's not forget the digital divide. As smartphones become more sophisticated, they also become more expensive. This could lead to a world where only the affluent have access to the latest technology, leaving the less fortunate behind. How do we ensure that everyone has access to these transformative devices? How do we bridge the gap? Lastly, we must consider the environmental impact. The production of smartphones uses valuable resources and generates waste. As the demand for these devices grows, so does their environmental footprint. How do we make the production of smartphones more sustainable? How do we mitigate their impact on our planet? The road to 2030 is full of challenges, but with every challenge comes opportunity. The future of smartphones is not set in stone. It's up to us to shape it, to ensure that it benefits all of humanity while minimizing its potential drawbacks. It won't be easy, but then again, nothing worth doing ever is. So, what's the takeaway from our journey through the evolution of smartphones? We've traveled from the dawn of smartphones, where the concept of a handheld device that could do more than just make calls was a novelty. We've seen the smartphone boom, where these devices became an integral part of our lives, transforming the way we communicate, work, play, and more. We've looked at the current state of smartphones and the incredible advancements that have been made in technology, design, and functionality. And we've peeked into the future, imagining a world where smartphones could potentially have even more of an impact on our everyday lives, becoming even more intertwined with our daily routines. Yet, as we've noted, this future isn't without its challenges, from data security to digital well-being. Only time will reveal what the future of smartphones truly holds. But one thing is certain: it's a future worth waiting for.